I'm so excited.
Me too.
Are you staying for dinner?
I ate before I got here.
Oh, okay.
But I'll stay.
Hi guys. Actually, maybe I want to do a soft-spoken video today. It's been a while, and today I am very excited to be back with a very, very special guest, my friend Donna Missal. Donna and I have been friends for the last couple of years in Los Angeles, and she's just the best. So I'm really grateful to have her in my home, and I have chosen a different space in the house today. We are in my living room, which we are currently redoing. So it's kind of like a big open space, and I thought it would be a nice place to just spend the afternoon as we go into the evening and just have a really relaxing time together. We have both turned our phones on airplane mode, so this is like a no phone zone, and we're just ready to decompress and not think about social media until this video is uploaded. So you guys are definitely going to hear some outside noises throughout this video, including cars outside and just all of the usual Los Angeles sounds, which are much more noticeable in this part of the house, but hopefully you can let it add to or enhance your relaxation. And yeah, we can all have a very peaceful time. I'm just going to do a very simple video today. We're going to use some different tools on Donna's hair and a couple of really nice oils, and I have some toners, just keeping it really simple. And we'll talk about some tools we can implement to help reduce stress, reduce anxiety, all those things. I can also tell you guys more about Donna and all the ways that she is cool throughout the video. So I have picked a couple of my favorite brushes. I actually don't think I've used any of them in ASMR videos before, but the brand is Koh-i-Noor. It's a really simple, kind of like minimalist Italian brand for different hygiene tools. They make brushes, they make tools for shaving, things like that. And I just really love the way their products look and also feel like when you're holding them. So I will be starting off with this wood brush. It has wood bristles as well. And I'm just going to gently brush her hair out and remove any tangles. This is also the first video I've done with somebody who has different colored hair.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
So, it's a first for the ASMR world, at least my channel. Just taking my time and running through her hair with the brush really softly. I was thinking recently about my favorite memories of other people brushing my hair, and it kind of made me think of like elementary school. I don't know if everyone did this, but we would form like trains with girls in the class, and everyone would be like braiding each other's hair. Obviously, the person in the very back did not get the special hair treatment, but that is one of the first times I ever experienced ASMR, and I still kind of feel those same feelings when someone else is brushing my hair or playing with my hair. Did you do that? Like the hair trains?
My sisters definitely. We all had really, really long hair.
Yeah. Good memories. Good hair times. And I'm just going to now go through with my fingers and my nails gently. Just combing her hair again. Sometimes I will actually do this to myself when I'm watching TV or before bed. It's just kind of nice to have your hair touched and your head touched, even if you're the one doing it. It might not feel quite as good as when someone else is doing it, but it's still just a small self-care thing that you can do. And it's also stimulating to your scalp and your hair follicles. So it's a good way to encourage new hair growth and also simultaneously relax. So a lot of times when I do ASMR videos or these kind of sessions with people, I do them with friends of mine, friends of friends, and I have done them with a few people in the music industry. And you guys are always asking if those guests are people that I know through Nick. And so far, I think Donna is actually the only person who I met through my boyfriend because they were writing music together. And Nick thought that we should meet. And I don't actually quite remember the first time we met, but I immediately just felt really at ease around her. She's extremely easy to talk to, and I feel like when we hang out, we're always just laughing, and I always leave the hangout feeling really positive and nice, which is great. It's like a really good type of friendship that makes you feel light and just fulfilled. I also feel like Donna does a really good job of listening, which is one of the best skills ever that a person can possess, seriously. It's not always easy to be a good listener, and she's just a really good listener. She gives you her undivided attention, and she really does a good job, not being on her phone or anything when you're hanging out, so it always feels like time really well spent.
That is so sweet, Julia.
I mean it.
I feel the same way.
So I'm hoping that today I can give back in just a simple way of helping her feel safe and feel at peace and comfortable.
It's working.
Yay. I'm going to use a little bit of my homemade toner that I often use. It's just filtered water with some eucalyptus and peppermint. When I first started filming ASMR, I was often kind of switching it up, but I just always come back to this toner. It's really light and refreshing. Just has a couple of drops of essential oil, so it's not overpowering. And I think that mints and menthols are really nice when you're winding down for the day, or even in the morning sometimes, because they can be very invigorating. And I'm just touching her very gently, using my hands and my arms around her body, around her face, her neck, shoulders. I always say that light touch massage or even just light touching can be very beneficial. I think it's just calmly stimulating. So it's not rough, it doesn't hurt. And then occasionally I will use more firm pressure around her shoulders or her temples. Going to use another toner. This is an Orange Blossom Neroli toner from Kindred Black. It's one of my favorites. And I'm just going to apply that to a cotton pad. It's a washable cotton pad. And just take that a little bit on her neck and her shoulders. I'll get another one for the other side. Just a very light scent, and the fact that it's cool will probably feel nice because it's getting warm. And whenever I film ASMR, I turn the air conditioning off for the sound. But it's not too hot, it's kind of a really nice temperature in here, and it will feel better as we continue and it starts to cool down outside when the sun starts to set. I'm also going to pick up a little bit of oil. Actually, I grabbed a couple oils, but I think that I will use this chamomile passion flower peace oil, which I've used in a couple other videos. It's also by Kindred Black. It's a really gentle, nice oil, and it has a really calming fragrance. I'm just going to apply a few drops of that in my hand. Gently work that into our skin. It also helps so that your hands are gliding more gently. don't think it's important to always set an intention when you're relaxing, but it is nice to kind of think about positive thoughts. So, as we kind of reach this place in the pandemic when, at least in the United States, things are in some ways returning to some level of normalcy, I think it's really important for us to be kind to ourselves as we begin interacting with people again and socializing a little bit more, and just to be gentle to ourselves, not be hard on ourselves, and kind of adapt gracefully. Or, if it's not graceful, that's okay too. We're kind of just all getting back into the swing of things. And if you feel like socializing is difficult for you, then that's completely okay. Just be nice to yourself and do it as you're able to. For me, it's been really nice to see my friends again, and I'm just so grateful to have friends in LA that I can hang out with right now safely. It's really been, honestly, life-changing. As someone who spends a lot of time at home, I really appreciate my friendships more than ever, and I'm just really glad to have such a supportive group of people around me in LA. And I hope that I can be a support system to those people as well. And of course, if you're watching this from another part of the world where the situation is different, you can still use that same advice and be kind to yourself each day. Just take every day, one day at a time, and we're all kind of in this together. Just using some gentle kind of tapping and pulling motions around her. just using my nails a little bit more to comb through her hair. Very slowly. And I am not allowing any sounds from outside to disturb me. I usually try to think of city sounds kind of as like ambient noise. I think I'm pronouncing it right, like ambient?
I think that's
Ambient.
what I said.
Ambient.
Okay,
Like
could be wrong.
tranquil sounds. I sometimes think that cars outside sound like waves, like ocean waves. Maybe that's a city mentality, but you kind of get used to them and they bring you a certain level of peace after a while.
Same.
And it's nice to hear the birds outside and, nature even in a city. It's reassuring. And any thoughts that are coming into Donna's mind, I would like to encourage her to just let them pass, no matter what. If they are good, bad, stressful, just acknowledge them and let them pass. Focusing on this safe space that we are in, where we have no real obligations or deadlines or any real responsibility except to relax. And if you are watching this from the comfort of your own home, or from anywhere really, just take into consideration the things that make you feel safe in your space. It can be anything. It can be something comfortable like your bed, or a nice blanket that you love, or it can be a cool breeze blowing in through the window, or the sound of your ceiling fan, the feeling of the floor under your feet, a nice plant that makes you feel happy or brings you joy. All of the small things, just think of them and consider them, and really consider what makes a space feel safe and comfortable for you, and how many of those things are present for you right now. If there's someone in your household that is under a lot of stress, consider taking 5 to 10 minutes of your day or your night and asking them if, with their permission, you could perform a light touch massage or treatment to them to help them relax. You can repeat some of our thoughts from today, and maybe it would make them feel really nice. Of course, with permission to touch them. I always think consent for any type of touch is really important, and it's also something that helps someone feel very safe and comfortable. So I always make sure to get that from the people joining me in my videos, and also when I do any type of role play, I'll usually ask in those videos as well. But I do think it's nice to extend that gesture if you are able to, if you feel like you have the energy to do it, of course. I'm going to now use another hairbrush by the same brand. This one is a little bit different. It is a Lucite brush. It's like a tortoise shell kind of color. It's really pretty, and it has plastic bristles. It's also really great for fine hair, which Donna has, though she has like a lot of hair. It's very fine, kind of like mine. So it's important to be really gentle so as not to create any tangles or damage it. take my very tiny comb and just fix any areas of her hair. I always want someone to leave after filming ASMR just feeling really good about themselves. So I do try to kind of fix their hair so it was the way that it looked when they arrived. Or maybe even better, because they now have the ASMR glow. I'll do one little spray of my eucalyptus toner. And by one I mean many. So for Donna, I have prepared just a really simple water with fresh oranges, something that I like to drink at home a lot. You guys know that I love anything with oranges. This is for you.
Thank you.
So I've just cut them up and put them in water with some ice, and should be just nice and refreshing.
Amazing.
And I have also cut up some strawberries for her. Just for you.
You are the best.
Just to bring her blood sugar up so she can eat those after we finish. You want another one? It's nice to have just kind of like a little snack and something to drink. And thank you, Donna, so much for being in my video.
Thank you for having me. This was the best.
How do you feel?
Amazing.
Do you watch ASMR?
Never.
Never.
I feel like I need to start.
You should. Well, you can maybe start with your own video.
This will be my first.
I also have to point out that Donna once literally pulled me out of the ocean after like a big wave crashed on me and quite literally saved my life. It was a very emotional experience. I mean, really, she pulled me out and safely took me to shore. So I am indebted forever and just really happy to be friends.
It's what friends do.
Yes. Thank you guys all for joining us today as well. I hope you have an amazing day or an amazing evening or morning, whatever time it is where you live. I will see you guys all very soon in my next video, and I will talk to you then.
Oh my god. It feels so good. It feels so good. It's the best. It's the best. I like it. It's nice when people touch you gently. Oh my god. I also haven't had anyone brush my hair for me. And
It's so nice.
oh, it's so nice when the brush is on your neck.
Yeah.
Oh.